Hello everyone, welcome to my car. It's nothing fancy, but it works, and I love her, I adore her. She's got a few issues, but we're fixing her up. Don't worry, we're fixing her up, because I'm going to ride this bitch until the wheel falls off. So I have some sad news, and that is that I am turning 30 in 6 months. Alright, I'm kidding. It's not sad news. But it is something that's been on my mind lately. And even though I'm not worried or anything, or I'm scared, or that 30 is such a crazy number, it's not. Still fairly young. I still feel fairly young. I kind of still feel like a teenager. I don't know if that's a big deal or not, to be honest. I don't know if there's something up with that. I don't want to get too much into it, okay? I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. I honestly am one of those people that feels like I'm cosplaying an adult and living my life as best as I can, trying to be as happy as I can, as healthy as I can. I'm on a big health journey right now. That has been like my biggest priority of my year, honestly. And I've been really enjoying it. And, there are things here and there fall through the cracks, but I'm still learning. I'm still learning a lot. And I've honestly been really enjoying it. Eating more whole foods. I don't eat as much fast food at all, to be quite honest. Do I still eat out? Yes. I'm also trying to get my finances in order. What actually has been on my mind is that I want to give myself a whole new set of goals before I reach 30. And, I have ideas. I don't have full ideas yet. I feel that something needs to change again. Like I get an itch for a change often, like every few months. I don't know if it's the Aquarius in me. I don't know. A few things need to change in my life, and I want to work on that. Finances wise, health wise, I'm already working on that, and I've been doing really well these past few months. There are a few more goals I have in the gym. Now I need to. So I feel like I have my upper body in a good track. Like I've gone through, I've reached, I don't know how to explain it. I've passed the mental barrier of my upper body, if that makes sense. Because the one thing that I always struggled with was passing the mental barrier of the gym. And I finally got there with my upper body. Now, my arms look great. My back is stronger. I'm still working on my core. I've been doing specific weightlifting things to really help me in my life. I'm someone with a disability. I don't really talk about it much, but I am. And even though I drive, I go to work, I go to the gym, I hang out with my friends, and I, hang out with my family. I take care of my nieces and nephews here and there. I'm still someone who lives with a disability. I suffered a spinal cord injury when I was 22. I am 29. I've had to work my way from the beginning again, basically learn to walk again. I know. The next thing I really want to pay attention to are my legs. I've come a very long way, but I still have some weaknesses that I want to work on. So right now I'm working through that mental barrier, and I want to start filming that too, just so I can see my progression. What I so regret not taking pictures or videos at the start of my weightlifting journey. Guys, I'm a trainer now. I don't know if you know that, but that's what I say. And I'm going to go train today. Because I've always wanted to be that girly. So I'm like, you know what? I have to start saying it in order to do it, and I love it. Oh my God. And me, someone with a disability, I can't overdo it. And I know that. I want to get myself back in order, which can be done at any time. It doesn't have to be done just because I'm turning 30, but I want to go into my 30s on a brighter and better note. And why not start now? Why start at 30 on my 30th birthday when I could just do it now and then continue from there. Start little by little, build a foundation, and then start my 30s great. So yeah, I know I need to get back into my mental health as well. I overall feel okay. I don't say good and I don't say bad, because technically life is supposed to be lived in that in-between, if that makes sense. But I know that I could be doing better mentally and emotionally. So do want to get back into therapy, trying to find the best option insurance-wise, all that good stuff. It takes some time, and then you have to wait for these appointments. It's just a lot of waiting. Everybody is like trying to do the same thing, which is great. Everybody is trying to take care of themselves, and I love that. Another thing that I'm going to be working on, is I'm getting new leg braces. Well, the plan is to get new leg braces. And he saw me. He's like, oh my God, how long has it been? It's been like 5 years. I think it's been 5 or 6 years since I seen him. And he looked at my leg braces and he's like, you know what? Yeah, I think it's time for something new. These were the first ones that they gave me when I was fresh out of the rehab hospital after my injury. And these have served me well these past few years, but I know I need something different. I don't really need these anymore. I need something smaller, maybe something thinner, and that's what he plans to do for me, and I'm really excited. But again, the waiting game. I would love to get the ball rolling because even making them will take time. So I have to wait 4 weeks for the appointment to see the physiatrist to get the prescription, but it's okay. The time will pass anyway. So yeah, I'll be turning 30 on February 5th, 2026. And that's going to be a crazy time. I'm probably going to cry. Usually have cried on my birthday. Did I cry last birthday? I didn't, actually. I had a great time last birthday. This year. If you know, you know. So yeah, I don't exactly have like a list in mind for the goals that I have. I do have a few things, but I don't want to state them yet. I don't want to make it too set in stone. Work on my finances. Work on my health. Save a little bit more. Not spend as much money. Because I do tend to buy a little fun drink here and there. I used to be a lot worse, but I've toned it down. One, for health reasons, and mostly money reasons. Like, even though $2 is not that much, but $2 a day on a fun little drink, even though it might be sugar-free, is still $2 a day. Relax. But whenever Dunkin' has the deals, I like to get them. Like, they were doing the $2 coffees up until August 6th, I think. And I was getting them almost every day. Like, sugar-free, almond milk, stevia. I was still being mindful, but still, it was still like $2 a day. And then I was like, okay, you can't get these every day. Maybe every other day. Maybe like twice a week. And now I'm a little more... Now I'm back to now that those deals are gone, because I tend to fall for the deals, I'll be honest. I haven't bought a coffee out. Well, I didn't buy it. It was bought for me. When someone offers to buy me a coffee, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, by all means. Also, I'm not going to school anymore. Like once you form a habit, like getting coffee before work, then it just falls into a habit. So I'm noticing certain habits that I have, I still do, but I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't really want this. Like when my cousin is like, oh, I want to buy Insomnia cookies before I go home. I'm like, okay, cool. Like we're hanging out together, so I'll take you. I took her. I was full. And I still bought cookies because that's what I usually have done. But I don't really buy those things anymore. But because she was going, I just did it because it was like a habit. But I knew I didn't want to eat them. But I knew I was going to eat at least a few bites because I bought them. I'm not wasting my money. That's a really big thing with me. Like if I buy a specific food, I have to finish it. Not in that moment. I can save it for another time, but like I have to try to finish the food or the things that I buy because I don't want to waste my money. I work hard for my money. I work 2 jobs, this, that, and the third. I don't want it to go to waste. But a best way for your money not to go to waste is also not to purchase it if you know you don't really want it. So like, yeah, I had a few bites of the cookies. They were too sweet. I was like, I don't want this. Like I'm just eating it out of a weird habit. And then I just threw the rest of them out. I was like, okay, you lost $6 there. Well, you ate a few bites, so you lost like $4 maybe. And so that's something I really need to think about. Like the things that you used to do, you don't have to do them anymore if you don't want to. Just because I took my cousin to Insomnia cookies because she wanted cookies doesn't mean I had to buy cookies. But for some reason I just did to be a part of the experience. I kind of feel like I'm going to be going into like hibernation mode. A lot of people have been claiming it on social media. People around me have been claiming it like once summer is over, that's it, hibernation mode. And I kind of feel the same way. You know, I had fun this summer. I also didn't go too crazy because, again, finances. So yeah, and there are a few things that weigh on my mind. Some debt. I need to figure that out. And that stuff is always scary, I'll admit, at least for me. But I gotta pull up my big girl pants and I gotta figure it out. Now that I'm out of school, right? Like now that school's done and I'll be out for like 2 weeks, I'm kind of like in a better headspace. Because, you know, working 2 jobs back to back. The second job I work part-time, like 3 days a week, but still, like it can be a lot. So having this break is nice. So I'm a little more clear-headed at the moment. So that's where I'm starting to put things into motion, starting to really like plan things out. What about you? Do you guys have any plans for the next 6 months, or is that just like too far ahead? Anyone here gonna be 30 soon? That, and I'm also in my Saturn return. Not a lot of people are into astrology, but yeah. I've also been in my Saturn return, which has been quite the doozy. It has to do a lot with like career and stuff, and trust me, that's what I've been thinking about, my career. Which I don't have a career right now, I just have jobs. And I would like to get into a career and do something that I really enjoy, something that's meaningful to me, and that pays me well. So that's also like my next step, figuring out career-wise. So we'll see. Health, finances, career. So we'll see. We'll look back at this video and see the major differences that I have. All right. Well, wish me luck. I wish myself luck. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.